Hi, I'm James Ball, founder of the Interview Academy, and welcome to our series on how to answer the most common interview questions that you're ever likely to face. Today's question is, why do you want to work for this company? This question is really common and is a natural follow-on from the question, what do you know about the company? A lot of people also confuse this with, why have you applied? Or why should we hire you? But in truth, this question is a lot more specific than that. If your interviewer asks you this, they want to know why you want to work for their company. They're going to want you to display a real understanding of their actual company, their culture, their values, and the industry in general, and exactly why these things made you apply. The question is specifically asked to see whether you're genuinely interested in the company or if you're just applying for any job you can find on the internet. And to that extent, the question is designed to catch those kind of people out, and that's because companies want to hire people who love their brand and their business. Now, for most companies, that might be a bit too ambitious, but what it basically boils down to is that they believe that people who love their brand and company are more likely to be passionate and dedicated, and ultimately will be the people who are most likely to push the business forward. What you need to remember is that an interview is just as difficult for an interviewer as it is for the interviewee, basically because they've got about an hour to decide whether you're going to be a good fit for their business or not. And the cost of making a mistake is potentially very expensive. And I should know because over the years, I've made several very big hiring mistakes. The interview is the company's only opportunity to work out, and in a very small time frame, whether the person sat opposite them can truly make a difference. That's why a question like this is so important and can be really powerful for the interviewer. So a really good answer to the why do you want to work for this company question could be something like, after doing some research, I feel like your company culture is dynamic, aggressive, and in a constant state of growth, which would offer me the chance to flourish. I've applied because I really want to grow within a vibrant team and culture, and I think your company could be the perfect match. Or even, I use company products all of the time, and I've done so for years. I'd be absolutely thrilled to join your team so I can help develop the technology in line with the brand. You want to properly highlight how connected you are to the company's mission statement and products or services while showing that you've made the effort to do some research. There's nothing worse than someone showing up to an interview without any idea about what the company does or the values or where it's positioned in the market. So as with most things interview related, make sure you do your research. Right, just a couple of warnings that you need to heed. Firstly, don't go absolutely wild if you get asked this question. You don't want to go on and on and on about how much you love a company and how you only want to work there and nowhere else, and how you'll do anything to get the job. If you do, the chances are that you'll end up sounding desperate. And secondly, please make sure that you get your facts completely straight and don't quote made up stuff. You'll be speaking to someone that works for the business, so it's going to be incredibly embarrassing if you ramble on about something that is completely wrong. Okay, that's it. If you want full details on how to answer this question and the other remaining 9 most common interview questions, then click on the link below and download our free guide, which will give you full details on what you should be saying in these questions and some sample answers. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button on this page, and there you'll find our other videos on how to answer the other 9 most common interview questions and much more. Good luck with the interview.